Peace and one love. Y'all already know, man. It's your boy 2eiies. Got Snubble in the building. What up, gang?
Gang, we back in here.
Yes, sir. URLTV.TV Civil War. You know what I mean? Now they put the card out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We definitely was hyped for the battles. You know what I mean? And this was something you had to be in the building for. This was like the old days. You be in the building, everybody
Yeah.
talk about the battles. You waiting on them, anticipating. Shout out to them, man. They dropped them every hour on the hour.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? All the battles. Well, we still waiting on the Friday battles.
All
You know
day
what I'm
two
saying?
battles we got. All day two.
All day two
Yeah.
battles we got. You know what I mean? It
So
was
we're waiting on the 2-day one. 2-day one. Emerson Kennedy versus Lady Flames. And who else was it? And
no, it was
Coffee
coffee.
versus and Caution.
Caution. Yeah, coffee versus
Yeah, yeah.
caution. Yeah. So yeah, definitely waiting on them. You know what I mean and whatnot. Um, but yeah, and then like they were saying they were 7 out of 7 because they want to compare this one to Summer
Mm-hmm.
Madness, which is coming up September 25th. The gang will
Okay.
be in the building for that out in Houston. Tickets is sold out. So glad got the tickets and everything like that. We
Shout
booked
out to
locked in.
Arsenal versus Lou Castro. I added to Summer Madness 11.
They added that. So you know what I'm saying? Right quick. I never seen Arsenal battle live before. If I am mistaken. Nope. I ain't seen Arsenal
So,
live battle live before. So this would be that this would be great. This gonna be great for me because it's a few battlers I've never seen them battle live before or
mm-hmm.
whatnot. I seen Lou and things like that, but we're gonna get to that card, you know what I'm saying, soon. But let's get to this Civil War. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Um they dropped the battles in a certain order, but me, I watched them in a certain order. So I'm just gonna flip
Mm-hmm.
flop through them. You know what I'm saying? But I will start with the one that everybody was talking about, like they really didn't want to see, and this and that and that and this. Don Marino versus RYDA. You know what I'm saying? Don Marino versus RYDA. For me, I thought this was a dope battle.
It
Thought
was
this
a
was,
pleasant surprise for me. I was pleasantly surprised with this one. I'm gonna lie.
you know what I'm saying?
But I got
Don,
some takes. I got some takes away from this. We're gonna go through it though. Like you said,
okay.
Don Marino started it
Don,
off round one.
Don went first. He had a nice, cool round. To me, he had a few, you know what I'm saying, haymakers. And he had the haymaker king jumped out.
I like the Mike P scheme he did with the you should have seen Ryder get punched for the bonus. Tell Lou he'll go from wild strong to don't move a muscle. Like he was attacked. Like I was like in a like he did. I'm like, dang. Okay, I hope Mike P don't decide to use his Hadouken, you know what I'm saying? Because Don just used it.
Yeah,
I will say this though.
Don always been dope to me. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes he like rushes material, things like that, or stuff like that. But to me, Don always been, you know what I'm saying, cold. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You're
Or
not gonna
whatnot.
like what I'm saying.
hmm Don't
This
compare
round.
this. Just don't compare this to another battle that he done did.
Oh no.
Okay.
This round, this particular round, I guarantee you, it sounded like T-Top Shine DNA to me as I'm listening to it. I put that in parentheses, but I would say this: who cares? It's his squad. If you in a squad, and I listen back, I'm gonna take it back real quick. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yes,
All of
sir.
them rap different. All of them rap different, but the same too.
My favorite group of all time, y'all. But yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? But they spit similar, but they all different.
Mm-hmm.
And WX is starting to develop that. They sound a little similar here and there, but they're all different in ways. You know, like well, I ain't gonna say all
Let
of
me
them
ask
because
you
T-Top
this.
different.
Let me ask you this. When it comes to quote unquote some of these important battles, what I mean by that, for example, this
Okay.
Civil War, Don
Yes.
Marino here a representative. You know what I mean? You may get Don Marino versus when he first came NWX, he battled somebody. He was kind of sounding exactly like K Shine. Do you think it's some of
Yeah.
the bigger battles that you may get that he sound just kind of like them? Because when it came to the Don Marino, I mean the Danny Myers battle, did you feel that same effect?
It was a little DNA-ish, but
Mm.
I knew they had a 2-on-2 eventually coming up. But I would say this.
What do you
I
mean by hold that thought. What do you mean by a little DNA-ish or a little K shine-ish?
all right. Let's say if he get into a pocket, we'll start with Shine. He gets into a pocket where he get into a rhythm of saying a thing a certain way. We know that's like the K Shine Starburst flow a little bit. But that's why I said I'm going to digress on saying these things for now because when you're around people and you're sparring, I don't think they writing for him, bro. I think he's picked up some good little things that you take along with you. But what I will say is this: the way he put it together, this first round was crazy. I just had to say that because I did get that feeling.
Okay.
But the second and third rounds, I felt like he brought it back to more of his own a little bit. But it's not. But look, there's nothing wrong with it. He ain't bite nobody. He ain't 10-4 nobody. So what, man? Hey, I think B-Dot got a little similarity to Lux. Fire to me. The great person to have similarity to. It's fire. So I think he doing, you know what I'm saying? He doing good. I just got to point it out because my ears hurt it. And I'm like, don't fall into that pocket too much, Don. Because like you brought it, like when you said about the Danny one. When you asked me that, when I said a little DNA, you like, I know you started thinking like, I don't remember him for being a little DNA. It's the second round in the Danny battle. But it was so fire to me. But you can learn. It could be like how you structure things or how you place them gonna make you sing like that. But for a while we said Lou and Twerk sounded alike. Then it turned to Jack and Lou sounded alike. Because he was with the pot and all doing different, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And it's like now I don't hear I can see a similarity with Twerk and a little similarity with Jack, but Lou's his own. I think Don's coming into his own, but we're gonna see little glimpses of the people that he learned from.
Okay. What you thought about RYDA first round?
It was in a good way. Let me say this though. It was in a good way.
Okay.
You could sound like somebody and sound like a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
This was in a good way. Round was fire to me, G. Okay. This round was fire. I said, RYDA, you're gonna have a problem, buddy.
How was RYDA first round to you?
It was to me it was kind of fire. It was kind of fire to me, but it just wasn't enough in the first round.
I can agree to that.
Because he had everything below the neck open up like a cholo. This story come with a 4-5, 8, 2 4s, and a 32, like Phil Jackson. Like, G, he was on it. It just, if he'd have had 1 or 2 more of those, I think he could have edged him. But I don't think Don edged him. I think Don kind of got this round clear, but not clear as in the ass. Just clearly it's a step better.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay. Then the second round, Don had the pussy friend versus bad friend.
You can't be pussy and a friend
at the same time. I liked it this round.
Don't get mad. I know Don, your boy. I always got to put these on it when I talk about like Bird. When I say Hitman, I got to say, hold on, bro, because I might not let you get it out.
Here you go.
This was a great. I learned and studied under T-Top the second round. To me, people were saying that I'm looking at that people don't like it as much.
The angling thing,
can't be in a friend made that like a chorus. You know what I'm saying? It's like a key phrase that you keep coming back to.
Because he kept coming back to it. Uh-huh.
Yeah. To me, it's like a veteran move. He learned that everything ain't punch, haymaker, punch, haymaker. Now give you a little bit of substance.
And he was like, you're a bad friend for drugs, twerk, and Mike Girl. He brought up the Mike Girl, like, man, that was your friend. How would you know what I mean?
Hey, drugs was all over your bitch ass like Wolf on Wall Street. I'd rather have trouble with English than pillow talking for a second language. I said RYDA about to go down 2-0.
But then RYDA come out.
Nigga, RYDA takes off.
You know what I'm saying? Only Mexican
I gotta fight that round just in case I'm down 1-0.
He's like, you the only Mexican that can't get the job done.
That never get the job.
And you and not an immigrant. Is I get that right? And he's like, and you not an immigrant.
You're not an
immigrant. You was born here. You was born here.
G. So like the Mexican flag, what do you say? So like life is like the Mexican flag because we had to deal with the birds, the snakes, the green, red, and the white too. He had a slight slip, but in true fashion of of getting your rhythm, not making the transition look smooth and getting back into it, you don't really get no points taken away from that. I always say this, but no matter who it is, when you get right back up in there, you know what I'm saying? We don't even know how you in WX like Anwar. So for me, I say
can't take a
we
shot at
got
my
a
boy,
1-1.
man. Hey, you get a negative taking a shot at my boy, man.
Hey, Anwar even like he good. Hey, 1-1 going into the third. I said,
Unfortunately, I don't have it 1-1. I have the second
okay.
round being even debatable. I don't have a winner for the second.
I actually had right. I like this. I felt like what Don gave me in the first so far, like punches and haymakers, is what RYDA gave me in the second. I can't call Don first round super fire for doing the same thing. But my thing is about what I said about Don Angle is why people acting like that wasn't fire, G?
Yeah.
That's called crowd control because you had the crowd participate. Now the
Mm-hmm.
third time he said it, because you can't pussy and a best friend at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Okay.
Friend the
I ain't
same.
mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Then the third, um, Don did
Yeah.
a rebuttal with the bad
The
friend.
Anwar rebuttal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he had what hey, this Don Marino third with that whole car driving scheme.
That scheme,
That shit was
yep.
dope to me. You know what
Compared
I'm
it to
saying?
his groups.
Yeah, it's like people had to really listen because he kept going all the car
G,
like
G.
parts and shit. That shit was fire.
Always banging my flag like the Joker's good, G. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He was just a little choppy, and I thought this was probably his lightest round to me.
Mm.
You know. So I
Mm.
got it.
See, I had
To me,
that second probably as
yeah.
his
Well, I'm not mad at it.
lightest
My winner for
lightest
this.
round.
Since you said that, I gotta say it now. I got RYDA winning the third, but I got it 2-1 debatable. So if you got it 2-1 Don, I'm cool. But if you say 30, we're gonna have a
No,
problem.
I
We're
ain't
gonna have
got
to go.
I ain't got no 30 because once
Yeah,
again, you know what I mean. I got debatable rounds. I got
yeah.
debatable rounds because
The
these
second,
guys are
I
good.
think you're right on the second. I think you're right on that. I think Don got the first kinda clear, not no edge. I think RYDA probably snuck out there with that second because it's the approach versus the approach. I realized that.
Let me ask you this now. In
Mm-hmm.
Ride a second, he was telling Don that you know what I mean. You not an immigrant. You know what I mean. You was born here and this and that. But in the third, he called him an immigrant. He said, "I'm all American. You all
Yeah,
visa."
you all. I got that in parentheses.
So what we doing?
I don't score that point. That's all. Your second round is already
Okay.
done. You did what you did. I put that in parentheses because I know everybody was saying it with him, but how can you say this and that? That's contradictory. You know what I'm saying? It's fire, but it's contradictory. That's why I put that in parentheses. That's why I knew when you said, I said, "Oh yeah, you did the same thing I did." So that visa line, I don't get at no point. But I do get then the Hurst comes second like Triple H. That was a nice. That probably was that was his always bang my flag like the Joker's gun. So now I'm like, hey,
Okay.
I hate that a piece. You know what I'm saying? And then he hit the they would have made a play for your heart like Sanaa Lathan. Like if you was, you know what I'm saying, how you is in a drug gang, you wouldn't be out here battling to get your mama no heart. They would have made a play for your heart like Sanaa Lathan. I'm like, you need about one more. Then he hit me with the burning flesh sound like fajitas coming out. Then he had the paid in full flip. But I put solid round, but Don dropped the ball. That's what I got parentheses at the end of the battle.
So that's why you had
I
Ryder
think
with that
that
third. So you
third,
got
that
Ryder take. So
third.
you got Ryder second and third.
I got RYDA edge in the second, and the third getting it kind of like clear, and I got Don getting the first clear. That's why I said if you got Don first and second, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Because that second round is why I said I kind of like that angle. I like the crowd participate. It's like, oh, you are feeling me. It's like you're showing me that not only am I not afraid, I belong here, and I'm a student of the game. Because watch this. I punch, haymaker, try to get room rockers in the first. The second I did this. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, to me, I seen what RYDA was doing. His first was his kind of punching with angles, and Don's second was the punching with angles, with an angle. But I was just like, I don't know. For me, that's why I said it's for me. I like the rapid punching and haymakers that Don was throwing in the first, and I like the rapid haymakers. I'm like, RYDA. To me, you got to meet that energy. So when he met that energy and did the same thing, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I had it won. But I still say that second round is way closer than what people saying, but that could be somebody like him punches over angles. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when they be trying to talk to somebody. But yeah, good battle. I was pleasantly surprised because I really didn't want to see this battle when it was booked.
Okay, so right now Silver was what, 1 for 1?
1 for 1.